Hello everyone, my name is Mandi Lynn. I am the author of Essence and my book comes out tomorrow! Alright, now that I got that aside, it is the last video for the countdown to Essence. But a while ago, I posted a video that said, how expensive is self-publishing? I wasn't able to give you guys the exact numbers and calculations and prices because I didn't have them yet. But now, today, I have the total. The total number of dollars I spent on self-publishing my novel. Alright, because I'm very meticulous and I need everything scheduled, and without a schedule I wouldn't have been able to self-publish my novel, I have this notebook. This notebook is everything planned out to the T, and I'm going to go through it right now. Alright, so I literally have everything in here, and that includes what my estimated costs were. Here, I'll show you guys what my estimated costs were, little notes on how to do things on Amazon, the timeline of when everything was supposed to be done, even though it wasn't even close to that date, ideas for book tours, and then a whole more timelines, stuff for book reviews, the ideas I had for my book trailer, blog tour sites, because I will be having a blog tour just to make things even more complicated, doodles for the book cover, notes on how to get more views because that's a whole nother thing in itself, more estimated costs, the formatting for my paperback book, and then the people I emailed about the blog tour, and then the people who answered about the blog tour, and then people I mailed out stuff for the blog tour, and then finally right here we have all the calculations, and then right at the top we have the total number of dollars spent. I'll tell you what it was and then how much it cost. So originally my website that you see, mandylyn.com, was through a Wix website, which was just not up to par for me. I knew when I self-published that I needed a new website, and after a lot of research I chose that I was going to do it through WordPress. My WordPress website cost $99, I believe, a year. But then, as always, when you own a website, you have to purchase the domain, and my domain is through GoDaddy, and doing that was $26.02. A big part of deciding to self-publish was realizing I had to be professional, and luckily I already had this amazing camera I'm looking at right now. My parents had bought it, they had it, and I use it more than them even though I didn't spend a cent on it. But you may not be able to see it, but I am looking at two umbrella lights, and they are what give you the amazing lighting for this video. They make a huge difference. I personally can tell when I look to my older videos using the same camera. Without the lights, it looks horrible in my opinion, but who knows, you guys may not notice, but I do. But those two umbrella lights cost $49.80. Now we come to expenses for this amazing book cover right here. And this book cover, I had to buy the dress that you see. I bought it on clearance off of a website and I fell in love with it right away. It was $35.95, and yes, that is the clearance price. Then I had to get it tailored because the slip underneath was completely see-through, so I don't know what the point of having a slip was if it was see-through. But to get it tailored, it was another $20, but then I had to buy the fabric for the tailor to use underneath the slip, and that was $8. And then I had to purchase the rights for this font you see right here. It is called Before the Rain, and the font rights were $59. If I had gone to get my cover professionally designed, it would have been maybe around $400, so I saved a lot of money by doing it myself, even though I had to do a lot more work. And now we come to the really expensive part, the structure edits. The structure edits are when you look over the entire novel as a whole and look at the story and what needs to be changed. The structure edits cost $780.27. And then the copy edits, which are the nitty-gritty grammar stuff, $728.30. And both the editors were through a company called Bubble Cow, and they were amazing, and I'll actually leave a link below so you can look at them and hopefully you'll be just as impressed as I was. I was lucky when it came to the book trailer because I'm really experienced in video editing and all that. I already had the $600 software on my computer, and yes, it was $600. I bought it a few years ago. I'm really happy that I bought it because it came in handy. And I know it's insane to have a software on your computer that expensive, but it's well worth it, and it's a professional video editing software, so that's why I have it. But the trailer music I had to buy the right for, and that was $49. And now we come to the point when I had to send out advanced reader copies of my book to people all over the country and all over the world. So what I did was I bought 10 advanced reader copies, which cost me $46.90. Then I had to buy the shipping envelopes, which cost $8.97. And then the shipping of all those books was $62.69. And then for people who were internationally reviewing the book, which meant they lived outside of the U.S., I would purchase the book off of my print-on-demand publisher and ship it straight to them instead of having it shipped to me and then to them. So that cost $71.67, and those were just 6 books. And then I had to purchase expanded distribution through CreateSpace, which meant my book would be available to libraries, to other stores if they wanted to purchase it. That didn't necessarily mean they would. It also meant that you could buy Essence online through Barnes & Noble, so that was always a cool thing, but that also cost another $25. My book launch is going to be at my house, so I had to buy a whole bunch of stuff for that. And one of the things I bought was this little notebook off of eBay. It's a very lovely and adorable notebook, and it's going to be the guest book where people can sign and maybe leave a message to me. But that cost $18.99, and if you ask me, it was well worth it because it's a hardcover notebook. Then I bought 500 business cards through Vistaprint, and they were on sale, and I got really lucky because I got 500 of them for $10. And then we have one poster from Vistaprint that I had printed, and it was $13.53. And last, but certainly not least, the 100 books I had to order for my book launch cost a lot. This is the one that hurt the most, even though I know I'm going to be making the money back, but it cost $500.21, and that included shipping. But it was really nice to see all the books when I got them, especially since I knew I only wanted them for that frame of time where I could really bask in 100 copies of my own book but not have to keep them. And then to get money when people took them away was a bonus. When we say how much did it cost to self-publish my book, I can give you the answer of $2,634.38. That cost a lot. And obviously I had to work my butt off to gain that money, and I'm still working my butt off because I owe my parents for the 100 copies of my books. But besides that, I have everything paid. I may not be able to pay to put gas in my car, but that's a different story. I'm poor right now, but you know, when my book comes out tomorrow, hopefully I won't have to worry about that anymore. Hopefully I won't be poor. But thank you all for watching. If you ever decide to self-publish your novel, please plan everything out in a notebook, because if you don't, you won't be able to get far without this. Plan out everything to the T. I had to have deadlines for everything. When the book cover came out, when the trailer came out, when I had to give my manuscript to my editors so I got it back in time from them, when I had to choose everybody who would do the reviews, when I had to contact people to do the reviews, and what I would do if people didn't want to do the reviews, which was the majority of the people. It's a lot of work, and self-publishing is hard. It's a long process, but it's so worth it, and I hope if you guys ever decide to do it, that you'll go at it full-heartedly and you won't regret a step in the process. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. And I just noticed yesterday I had 800 subscribers, so thank you for that. That was one of my goals, to get 800 before my book comes out, and my book comes out tomorrow. And hopefully you'll all be here when I hit my first 1,000. But thank you, and buy Essence tomorrow when it comes out.